Hello everyone. So in this course, we are going to talk about the most interesting topics right now, and these are the buzzwords around the industry right now. We'll talk about how to work with Agentic AI and MCP servers. So first, we will start with one project called as HackLab AD. So if you go to GitHub, you can go to HackLab AD. We will use a server 2019 that we will download from Microsoft Evaluation Center. So if you go to Evaluation Center from here, you can download Microsoft Server 2019. And once we have installed this, then we will go ahead and use this HackLab AD to create a vulnerable Windows machine. As you can see, it could be 2019, 2022, or 2022, any of those servers. And then these are the other requirements that we have for this. And then we can create a vulnerable machine which includes a lot of vulnerabilities in this. This is what we are going to use for hacking a Windows machine. Now, once we have done this, then we will go to Kali and install Kali. We will be using VMware virtual VMware workstation for all of these these VMs, and we will be downloading the Kali from here. We will go to download virtual machines, and then we will download this machine and then configure this again using one of the scripts here, that is Kali setup. I'll also explain about how this works, how this script works, and what you can do with this script to configure your Kali machine. And once we have configured the Kali machine, then we will go and then we will go to Metasploitable 2. This is another vulnerable machine, and this is Metasploitable 2, not Metasploitable 3. This is the earlier version of Metasploitable that is created by Rapid7 for learning about Metasploit. This has a lot of vulnerabilities, and we will be using this since this is a Linux machine that you can download as a zip file and then just import in your VMware workstation. We'll be using this as a virtual machine that we will exploit with the MCP tool. And then finally, we are going to again go into one of the most interesting things, which is MCP offsec. This is what we will be creating. I'll be explaining all the scripts used here, how to set up this environment, how to add a new tool into this, how to set timeouts in the various chapters that you will be seeing throughout this course. So the basic requirements for this is that basically we have app ssc.py, which is going to run the front-end Streamlit application. And then there is a bridge which is going to talk to the MCP server, and LLM providers.py, which is going to basically talk to the various LLM providers that you might want to connect to. Currently, it supports OpenAI, OpenRouter, and Olama. Olama for local instance. If you don't know about Olama, you can go to olama.com. So Olama is basically a local instance that you can run, and it supports a lot of models that you can see here. And if we go by popular, we can see that there are a lot of LLMs that you can run on Olama, and Olama is completely supported in the project that we are going to build. Although I am not going to type each and every statement in the Python script, but I will quickly show you how the script works, what are the various functions and how these functions work during the introduction of the script for both the MCP server and the front end. Now, once we have done that, then we will start going into the various vulnerabilities of Metasploitable 2. So if we go to Metasploitable 2, this list. So there are a lot of exploitability guides that are present in out there in the net today, but we are not going to use any of those. Also, where possible, we will not use MSF console. Some places I will show you both Metasploitable with MSF console and without MSF console, but some places we will not be using MSF console at all. Now, we will look at couple of these issues, and we will not go into each of the issues in detail and how to exploit each of them, because that is going to take a long time, and probably it will not be so useful for you. So I am going to show you a couple of issues how you can use the LLM and MCP to learn more about these issues and basically exploit them. You can use the same methodology for any other machines, whether it is TryHackMe or THM or Hack the Box or anything like that, or even in other CTFs. But it gives you an idea of how you can start using LLMs plus MCP to solve the issues that you are looking to exploit for learning purposes. Now, once we have done that, then again, as I mentioned, we will go to HackLab AD. So this is the Windows vulnerable machine that we talked about, and we will start looking at how to exploit this with the use of LLM and the MCP server that we have built. So that's how we will be progressing with this class. So hope you like it. Thank you.